If you were in Upper Egypt 4,500 years ago, this is the scene you could have witnessed. The great pharaoh Khufu enjoying life on the roof of his palace with one of his wives.
I am the great pharaoh. My name is Khufu. I am king of all the sand I can see. I am ruler of every camel in the great desert before me. The great palace you see before you was built by my great architect Abdul. Mrs. Pharaoh, send for my best builder.
Yes, at once. Your Great Highness. Abdul. Abdul. Where are you?
So this is the great pharaoh Khufu. According to worldwide academics, he is responsible for the construction of the Great Pyramid on the Giza Plateau. He has just summoned his architect to tell him of his great plan.
Abdul, I want you to listen very carefully. I want you to build me a magnificent tomb. I want you to build me a pyramid. It has to be the largest building ever built. It must be placed exactly on the cardinal points of the compass. You will use only large blocks of limestone or granite. It must have a slope of 51 degrees.
4,500 years ago, that's just some 500 years out of the Stone Age. The pharaoh of Egypt, who was called Khufu, has decided he would like a memory of his great reign over Egypt. He has just asked his builder to build him a pyramid, so that he would be certain of traveling to the afterlife. He said he wants it to be the largest building ever built. It must be placed exactly on the cardinal points of the compass. I am sure the poor old builder would have said, what is a compass?
I want my pyramid to be very special. I want it to be different to any other pyramid ever built. My pyramid must have 8 sides, not 4.
Pharaoh's builder, Abdul, has a lot of problems to solve. He has now been asked to make the pyramid not with 4 sides, but with 8 sides. Then cover the whole edifice with a layer of pure white limestone. Whoever built this amazing building actually achieved what he was asked. Here is the image that was first taken in the 1940s when this remarkable discovery was first uncovered. Here is an artist's impression of what this pyramid once looked like. The work of a near Stone Age tribe of Arabs? I think not. The way this work of art looked is beyond all understanding. And for our scientific society to blithely go on telling us that was built by a tribe of Stone Age Arabs is an insult to all human intelligence. This creation was built by something that had a technology that far exceeds ours today. Whoever or whatever built this monstrous beauty had a reason for building it. It certainly wasn't for just a tomb. Inside the Great Pyramid there is still the remnant of large granite box. Whoever or whatever built this monstrous beauty had a reason for building it. It certainly wasn't for just a tomb. Inside the Great Pyramid there is still the remnant of a large granite box. The room near the top of the Great Pyramid is known as the King's Chamber. Near the top of the Grand Gallery, 3 pink granite monoliths, which are still in place, form the door to the King's Chamber. The modern entrance is located at the upper end of the south wall of the Grand Gallery. The King's Chamber measures 10.45 meters by 5.20 meters, is 5.80 meters high, and is made entirely of pink granite. It had to be built to resist an enormous amount of pressure from the masonry above. It is a great feat of architecture, as its flat roof, composed of 9 huge granite blocks, supports over 400 tons of masonry. In order to achieve this, the builders constructed 5 relieving chambers. In the 4,000 years since their creation, only one small crack has developed in the ceiling slabs near the south wall. Within the chamber lies a red granite sarcophagus. It is very large, with an estimated weight of about 3.75 tons, so it was probably placed in the chamber during construction. It follows the form of early dynastic sarcophagi, a flat-sided box with a groove on the inside to support the lid with one end left open to allow the lid to slide into place, and 3 pins to seal the lid when it was in place. However, the sides of the coffer are not well finished. There are clear saw marks on the outside, and on the northwest corner the saw appears to have cut too deep on more than one occasion. Star shafts found in the king's chamber. One theory is that the shafts were used for ventilation. The Great Pyramid is a massive structure, and it would have been hot and stuffy inside. The shafts may have been used to allow air to circulate through the pyramid. Another theory is that the shafts were used for astronomical observations. Of course. More total nonsense. Why would you need ventilation shafts in a tomb? And as for astronomical observations, more nonsense. There's no exit to this shaft on the outside of the pyramid. Just more mystery. Thank you, Pharaoh Khufu, for showing us your lovely mud brick house, and one of your lovely wives. Goodbye everyone. And oh yes, I nearly forgot to ask, how is your mummy?